Hi, welcome to Victor Vern Sports Set. I'm Vern and welcome to our Defcon Rugby Show. And what a show we have for you today. An absolute epic weekend of rugby. We'll be recapping here on the show. Not all of it. We'll get into the NPC and the French League and the Premiership, which is coming up on the weekend. The US are coming weekend. We'll get that later in the week. Today, as you can see on the topics on that side, it is Currie Cup, Pacific Nations Women's World Cup. Rugby news. I don't have much rugby news, but never mind about that one. That are the topics for today. There we go. Get those ones out of the way quickly. There we go. We do have today, as it is a chilly day, Defcon 5. Nothing much happening in the world of rugby, just for the weekend's results. So let's get the Defcon 5 out of here. And let's start off with the Currie Cup. The final was on the weekend, and what a final that was. Between the Lions and Griquas, and on paper it should have been all Lions, but the Griquas did it. They beat the Lions in about the 83rd or 5th minute. Got that penalty. We all thought the Lions won when they got a penalty. Then the TMO ref went back, saw that a deliberate knockdown from Lions player. I think it was Ruan Fenter, if I'm not mistaken. So Griquas had a penalty. George Whitehead kicked it over. It was on the 10-meter line of the Lions to seal the victory for the Griquas. I don't know, was that 55-year wait there for Griquas? A lot of people in the chat. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat quickly. Zach Berg was in there. Belinda Hill, Mandy, Dion Fonsale. Who else was in there? Menno Rossi was in there. Gail was in there. Then we have Sad Butterfly was in there. We was chatting for a while there. And of course, Ado is in there as well. Shout out to my Uzos there. Eddie's in the house as well. But it was an absolute epic final in the Currie Cup. I was absolutely going bananas. It was amazing. It was absolutely fun to watch. I love the Currie Cup season. And of course, we do have, as you can see in the background, the Griquas boys did celebrate. I think it was 55 years, like I said, since they've won it. 1970 it was the last time they won it. So congratulations to the Griquas. And yeah, we're going to do our Currie Cup team of the season. And it was pretty simple. It was 7 weeks of rugby. So I just took exactly which players had the most votes, were most times in the team of the week. So some players had a good first 2-3 games and then they dropped off, but they are in the team of the week. Brian Barbarach is in the house. Hi from Derbs. Yes, man. So let's get straight in it. The team of the season for the Currie Cup, and then we'll name the player of the season as well. But let's get into the team of the season. And we'll start off with the loose head prop. That was Dylan Smith of the Bulls. He got nominated twice. Wayne and Losper of the Bulland also got nominated twice, but I had to pick one. So I picked Dylan Smith because he was the only Bulls player actually to get into the team of the week, of the season. So Dylan Smith got it there. Yando's in the house, massive weekend head. Yes, an absolute scream of a weekend head. So Dylan Smith gets the loose head. Then we go to the hookers. And then Edwin Swart of the Pumas got that one. He got voted in twice as well out of the 7 rounds. So he gets the hooker position of team of the year in the Currie Cup. Then on the tight head, this man got it. Tshepo Dlamini, the captain of the Griquas. It was a close one between him and Dejan van der Westhuizen from Boerland. They were both nominated twice. But of course, captain of the winning team, I had to take Tshepo. So Tshepo gets it there. Then we go into our first lock. And it was a pretty easy one. Dylan Solboom, he got 3 nominations, so he was a pretty easy one for me as well. And then by the other lock, it was Victor Sekakete. He got 2 nominations. Also a very rare appearance for one of the Cheetah players as well. I think he was the only Cheetahs player. Yes, the only Cheetah player in there as well in the team of the year. Then at the blind side, it was Jared Carnes of the Lions. He got nominated twice as well during the season, so congratulations to him. The open side went to Carl Elson. This was a very hard one because we had 7 weeks and we had 7 different players who got in the team of the week. But I took Carl Else because he's from Griquas and they did win it. So that was his bonus there. So Carl Else gets the blind side flanker position there. Then at the number 8, I went with this man, Jandre Rudolph of the Bulls. He had 2 nominations. Actually, it was the first 2 weeks, and afterwards didn't see much of him, but he made it into the team of the year. Then at scrum off, it was pretty easy. Ross Brody got it there from the Pumas. Nico Steyn was about there as well. He had 2 nominations. So Ross Brody from the Pumas gets a one. Actually, quite a lot of Pumas players in the team of the year. They really played well this season. Just missing out on the playoffs there. Then at number 10, that was an easy one. George Whitehead got nominated 3 times for player of the week. And of course, he did deliver that kick. And he is actually in the running for player of the year. But we'll get into that one afterwards. Then, of course, on the left wing, it was only one man. That's Gershwin, where he got nominated 3 times. Had an absolute mustard season. Final was a bit quiet there. But I guess the Lions knew exactly how to close him down. Then on the inside center, it was Reinhard Jonker. Also got nominated 3 times, so it was a pretty easy one for me, that one as well. The outside center went to Sangok Samlashe of the Pumas. He got nominated twice, most votes, so he got in there. Then on the right wing, it went to Donovan Don, the Don Master, the top try scorer in the Currie Cup this season. Donovan Don had 3 votes there out of the 7. So he's in there as well. Whoa, Janlu! Gershwin Ware on loan for the Stormers this year. Ooh, you just made me so excited now there, Janlu. Thanks for that. Looking forward to that one. Then, of course, at the fullback, it was a close one. It was between Quan Horn and James Tedder of Boeland, but Quan Horn did make the final, scored some lovely tries. So Quan Horn gets that, Kewan Horn gets that one for the Lions. And that's our team of the season for the Currie Cup. You can put down in the chat or write me an email if you agree on that one. But that was my team of the year. And now we're going to get into the player of the season. Let's put the sound up a bit here. Let's get a drum roll. That's it, drum roll, thank you for that. And our player of the season, actually, it was for me a clear-cut decision before the final. It was either it was Gershwin Ware, but in the final, I mean, George Whitehead did nail that kick. But player of the season goes to Gershwin Ware. That's Vern's player of the season. Absolutely fantastic season by Gershwin Ware. Also the second highest try scorer in the league. Played magic, man. So Gershwin Ware is my player of the season. I hope you guys agree with me on that one. Like I said, it could have been George Whitehead because he was also in there were 4 players nominated for player of the year. It was Gershwin Ware, George Whitehead, Donovan Don, and Ross Brody of the Pumas. But I think Gershwin Ware did definitely topped it. So congratulations to Gershwin Ware. Here's Vic and Vern's Sports Chat player of the season for the Currie Cup. And guys, we'll be doing the same stuff with the 4 South African teams in the URC. So check that out. Gershwin Ware, player of the season. Then another topic, it was Pacific Nations Cup on the weekend as well. Let's check that out. There we go. Tonga beat Canada for 3rd place there, 36-24. And Fiji beat Japan 33-27. And that means Fiji has become the Pacific Nations champions. Let's take a look. There they are in the background. I'll leave them up for the rest of the show. Well done to Fiji. Pacific Nations champions 2025. Good stuff for them, man. Then we're going to go quickly down to the last part of the show. And that is, of course, the Women's World Cup. Semi-finals did play out there, and it was New Zealand losing to Canada 1934. That was live on the channel. And what I was so impressed with the Canadian ladies. They played absolutely fantastic, especially that little scrum off. Pelletier, her name was, I think it was Justine Pelletier. She played absolutely magic. Julia Schell, the fullback, played sensational too. And Sophie Goody, she also played well there for the Canadians. I was really surprised how well they played. And of course, it just piled on the misery for the New Zealanders as well. Another weekend of heartbreak. But never mind that one. And then the second semi-final was France against England. And there was a bit of a heated affair. But England won that one pretty comfortably at the end. It was tight there throughout the game. But at the end, they went comfortably, 35-17. So that sets up the final. Well, we have the third place game first. That is between New Zealand and France. And, of course, the Canada woman against England woman will be live on this channel as well. That should be super interesting. And all I can say is, go Canada, eh? I want Canada to win. Canadian women are still going to lose next. Matthew, come on, man. Huh? No way. I hope for a Canadian victory. That would be super cool in the rugby. Guys, that is our show for today. Short and sweet. But don't forget to, there you go, to like, subscribe, and hit the notification. As you guys can see at the bottom over there. 91,650. We're on our way to 100,000. That was so cool, man. When we started this channel, we never thought we'd ever get it, man. Never. I had to go beg people to subscribe, my family and friends. But never mind. It is fantastic. Thanks so much, guys, for helping us out there. It means so much to Vic and myself that all the support and all the love we get, even though we do have some negative people there, Matthew, Janre, get a bit positive, guys. But otherwise, it's always fantastic. And also, we do a lot of banter on the show. Our lovely New Zealanders and Australians. We call you sheep shaggers, dingo lickers, poms, pub team for the Irish. We call you all kinds of names. But we love you guys, because without you, we wouldn't have a program at all. So to all the nations out there, thank you so much for tolerating our abuse. And listen here, we're going to have a fantastic week of rugby this week. And we're going to bring out some shows to introduce you to the 4 South African sides. It is the Lions, the Stormers, the Sharks, and the Bulls. That should be coming out this week before the URC starts on Friday. And as I said, on Friday it all kicks off, the URC. It's the Stormers against Leinster. That's going to be an absolute screamer. So join us for that one. We've got all the URC games live on the weekend. We've got both Rugby Championship games live on the weekend. And, of course, the Women's World Cup final. It's also live on the channel on the weekend. So join us for that. And everybody else there, have a fantastic day. Both finalists never win the World Cup, right? No, only one can win. So join us for that one. It's going to be an epic weekend of rugby. So join us for that. Everyone else, take care. Have a lovely Monday, I think it is. Take care, guys. Cheers.